Hello, this is Darnell from Porsche Macan. Just want to make a quick video on this 2017 Porsche Macan that we have here. This vehicle is white with a Luxor beige and black interior. The Macan is a very stylish vehicle. It's very sporty looking. They were released in 2015. They're very unique in quite a few aspects. I'm just going to go over everything really quick. Up front, you actually have these active flaps that are in your grille, or as Porsche calls it, the air intakes. So these flaps are electronic. They close and open on their own to help distribute the air where it needs to be. And I can show you how that works. As I go around the car, I'll pop the hood back open so I can show you how that works exactly. As a standard, you have parking sensors and a backup camera on the vehicle, the front and rear parking sensors. You do have the xenon lights with the 4-point LED daytime running lights. This vehicle is equipped with everything you were looking for. The Macan is powered by a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine that produces 252 horsepower, 273 pound-foot of torque. You have an electronic powered tailgate as a standard option on the Macan. What's nice about this is the ease of use. So there's a button right there on the windshield wiper, and I'll show you that real quick. There's a button right there so you can actually open the hatch. Once the hatch is open, you can actually save it to a desired height. So if it didn't work for you to have it all the way up like so, you can just bring it down to the height that you want it to be at, then press and hold the button here that's on the left, and this is actually going to store in the memory of the car. Now you have 2 buttons back here, which means you have the Porsche entry and drive. So that gives you a couple of things. With this button here, it's once you're done unloading the vehicle after the vehicle is shut off, as long as the key's within 4-foot range, you hit that button. It's actually going to close the tailgate as well as lock the vehicle for you. You do have a 40-20-40 split with the seats. That way you can use the center as a pass-through, or you can bring either side down. This vehicle does have additional mats in it already, which is nice. So you got the all-weather mats, you got your carpet mats, as well as the all-weather trunk mat. You do get a spare with these that's underneath the trunk mat. This vehicle is equipped with the tow package. Most people don't think you can tow with these, but you can tow a little bit more than most people expect. You can tow 4,500 pounds. And it's factory installed. Also with the entry and drive, you kind of see it here. You see a little notch on the door handle. Again, once you're at 4-foot range, if you put your hand inside the door handle, there's a sensor on the inside that'll unlock the car, and then to lock it, you're going to press right there, and that's going to lock the doors. And that's on all 4 doors, considering it is an SUV. Make it easy to access everything. Again, you have the Luxor beige and black interior. So your seating area is going to be Luxor beige. Where you're going to rest your arms, where you're going to put your feet, is going to be black, so to help so you don't mess up the interior. On the inside, you have vents in the rear for your passengers. There's a little toggle in the center. This is Porsche's 3-zone climate control. So you have dual zone up front so that you can control the temperature exactly between 60 degrees and up. And then you have this toggle here, which will allow you to lower or raise the temperature by a few degrees. And then you have a USB port in the back for your rear passengers. I'm gonna go up front. Same as in the rear. Again, where your arms are going to rest, it's going to be black. Where the feet are, it's going to be black. But the seating area is Luxor beige. Okay, you got quite a few options with this vehicle. This square here in the mirror is going to be your lane change assist, or as Porsche calls it, which is mostly known as blind spot detection. So I'll close the door so you can see that just a little bit better. So when the blind spot's activated, it's going to look a little bit like this. Okay, it's going to be hard to come up on camera, but it lights up when someone's in your blind spot. If you're using your turn signals, and while that lane change assist is activated, it's actually going to flicker rapidly so that you know not to switch lanes. As of 2017, lane departure warning has become standard on the Macan. So you got a button down here for that. You can activate and deactivate it right there. Now going over some of the things on the inside of the Macan that make it special, we'll start with the steering wheel. This steering wheel design was taken from 918 Spider. It is now in every Porsche model, but on the Macan, you actually get the multifunction standard. So you have a roller here so that you can control the volume. You have your steering wheel button here, so you can switch between media sources as a standard setting for it, but you can change that if you wanted to activate and deactivate, let's say, your lane departure warning. You have your button here so you can answer the phone. On the other side of the steering wheel, you got a button to hang up the phone. Then you have your back button for your TFT display, and then your roller for your TFT display. Now the TFT is going to be this digital display here. So you have the 3 clusters like you would in a Porsche Cayman or a Boxster. So that gives you that sports car feel that you're known to have in a Porsche. On the right side is the TFT display that has a number of options that you can choose from. So this is the main display here, showing different things that you can customize. So you got your oil temperature, your oil pressure, and then your coolant temperature. But you can add battery voltage. If a vehicle is equipped with the navigation option, you can have it show your elevation, a compass. Then if you go down, you have your audio, so you can go through your radio stations or whatever media device you have connected to the vehicle. You have your phone options so that you can use your Bluetooth without taking your hand off the wheel. So this will allow you to access your contacts and call history to make a call. You have your map, so when the navigation is equipped, you have the map here, and you can customize it almost as much as you can on the PCM. So just like so, you can change it to the 3D map. You can zoom in and out. And if you go down one more, you'll have your navigation option. Now this is going to show you your previous destinations that have been inputted into the system. And then it'll show you, while using your navigation, your turn-by-turn directions. So you scroll down some more, you have your trip computer, tire pressure for each individual tire. You have your torque split. The Macan is all-wheel drive, so it puts the power down through all 4 wheels. And this will show you how the power is being distributed. And then you go back around to your main menu, which you can access your settings from. So again, Porsche is very big on simplicity and making it safe for the driver. So having that roller there and having the TFT display here really helps about keeping your focus, because you can do a lot of stuff without taking your hand off the wheel. This is the PCM with navigation. So you obviously have nav. It is a touchscreen radio with a proximity sensor. So once your hand gets close to the screen, the menu pops up with the necessary options for the menu that you're on. It's very simple to use, very quick responding, very smooth, very vibrant display. This has a CD player. You have an SD card slot if you wanted to transfer music from your computer to an SD card. Now these have a very elegant display. The buttons on the center console, some people get overwhelmed by them, but again, everything's done for simplicity. So on the left side, you have all your climate controls condensed into this space, and then the same on the passenger side. This does have the heated seats with 3 intensity settings. You have your standard sport mode and your PSM, your Porsche Stability Management. And you have your off-road mode, so it changes how the car operates to make it a little bit more usable for off-road settings. Your lane departure warning, and then your automatic start and stop, which is going to allow for the engine to shut off so that you conserve fuel. But you can always deactivate it by pressing this button, or once you're into the sport mode, it'll deactivate that way. It does have an electronic parking brake which gives you quite a few benefits. So it makes it very easy to operate. You pull this up, it engages the parking brake. Put your foot on the brake and push it in, then it disengages the parking brake. Now what's nice is if you have the car in drive and you press and hold that brake in, now the car is using the hold function. So the car is still in drive. I take my foot off the brake, the car goes nowhere because it's utilizing that electronic parking brake to get it to move. All you're gonna do is hit the accelerator and then it'll release. So it's a very nice feature if you're going on a long trip. That way you can get your legs to relax a little bit. Now I'm just gonna pop the hood so you can see what I meant earlier about the vents being useful. So the Macan has a very unique hood design. You can see it kind of goes around the fender a little bit and it wraps around the headlights, which are really nice. Okay, so when you pop the hood, you'll notice that you have your intake here. Again, you have your vents that are open in the front grille, and the air comes up, and you can see there's channels in the hood. Now this directs the air directly into your intake. And then with the Macans, you actually have a very thick strut brace, as you can see, that goes across. Now this is done for stability, so the Macan has a very unique ride compared to most SUVs. It's very stable around corners for very day-to-day usage. It's a very well-handling vehicle. Hopefully this information helps. Again, this is Darnell from Porsche Macan. I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thanks.